Assalamualaikum and hi everybody. Today we would like to present about our group assignment, which is hazard analysis in the workplace.
For the purpose of the research, investigators want to investigate hazard identification at workplace, safety management practice, and the level of the risk for the hazard. Second is method of the research. Investigators use interviews and inspection at workplace to collect all the information. Third is a result of the research. Investigators finding new and existing hazard at workplace and also the implications.
Occupational safety and health (OSH) focuses on primary prevention hazard while dealing with employees in the workplace. OSH includes standard law program that aim of improving the workplace condition for workers in order to them to prevent hazard occur in the workplace. Method named hazard analysis will be implemented by them. Hazard is a method to identifying the hazard in order to prevent and reduce any adverse impact that could be happen in the workplace. There are 4 companies that we have chosen to investigate the hazard that may happen in the company. For company A, which is Ros Gemilang, it is located in Kuala Lipis, Pahang. The sector of this company is manufacturing. Their main activity is produce noodles. Other than that, they also accept order for frozen food such as curry puff, pau and kuih kacang. They has about 6 to 10 employees. The second is company B, which is Samudra Veterinary and Clinic Surgery. It is located in Sri Manjung Perak. It is actually an animal clinic, so their sector are more focused to service. This company will giving a treatment to the animals, provide accessory things and selling food for animals. They have 6 employees. Next is company C, which is Superbest Power Health and Beverage Sendirian Berhad. It was located in Petaling Jaya, Selangor. They are the manufacturing sector, so they will produce different kind of coffee containing traditional herbal ingredients. They has about 20 employees. Last is company D, which is SH Daya Enterprise. It is located in Muar, Johor. They are the manufacturing sector. This company runs cabinet making and interior design. They also offer variety of furniture such as display rack, dining set and home furnishing. They has about 6 employees.
There are 10 hazard identification that investigate at Ros Gemilang Noodle Manufacturing and Samudra Veterinary and Surgeries. For the Ros Gemilang noodles, the workers in charge in frozen food section do not use proper table to knee the floor. Employers also do the job while standing. Employers also do not provide large table to place the noodles that have cooled and are ready for packing. Next, for the Samudra Veterinary and Clinic Surgery, the arrangement of the material at high place. Next is mechanical hazard. For the Ros Gemilang, workers do not use proper glove while insert the material into machines. For the Superbest Power Health, machine sometimes is always fall down or broke, and this will difficult to their product processing due to the maintenance process has not finished well. The machines repaired by the supervisor, and the supervisor is not the trained people. For Samudra Veterinary and Clinic Surgeries, arrangement of the plant station for regular use is not suitable for big water and standard water. In one plant station, the employer combine water filter, air filter, television, table fan, refrigerators, and etc. in one plant station. For the Superbest Power and Health, wires on the walls were not arranged in accordance. Cables are not comply with correct electrical specification, and this will expose electrical shocks to the workers. For the SH Daya Enterprise, machines are connected to the switch. While using the machine in rainy day, it will possibility give us some lightning spark to the equipment. It's fire hazard. At Rose Gemilang Noodles Manufacturing, employers use gas kitchen to cook the noodles, and they place gas stove at the floor at the small kitchens. Other than that, they also use to cook water in full quantities and use large containers. Condition of a large containers and a lot of waters cannot support the gas stove, and the gas stove can break at any time. Next is confined space hazard. At supervised power house, workers are engaged in the packaging process. They form a group during work process carried out in space. Machine that involves come of the product is close to the packaging teams. It will cause an accident, injuries, or the worker will drown due to lack of oxygen received. Is SNC dust and noise and vibration hazard at SH Dyer Enterprise. The workers do not clean the dust after they are doing the job. Exposures of the SNC dust may injure the eyes or employees, and also respiratory tract problem that absorbed by nose and lung. Noise and vibration hazard. Considering the SH Dyer Enterprise produce the woodworking and using machineries, it will create a noise. Workers may suffer temporary hearing damage when conducting the machines due to the intensity of the noise and the volume of the sounds on a high level.
I will continue with safety management practices. First is safety training. Workplace safety training is as vital as workplace safety itself. It enables the management to ensure a safety and healthy work environment. It also helps the employees to recognize safety hazards and correct them. It enables them to understand best safety practices and expectations. After conducting the interview, all the company has conducted a training program to all their employees. The safety training that have been undertaken generates very outstanding positive safety behavior among employees that reduce the accident and injury rate in their business. Next is safety and healthy policy. A health and safety policy ensures that the employer complies with the Occupational Safety and Health Act and relevant state legislation. It provides guidelines for establishing and implementing programs that will reduce workplace hazard, protect life, and promote employee health. Under the Occupational Safety and Health Act, employer must inform employees of safety standards, provide training, eliminate and reduce hazard, and supply protective equipment. Employee must take an active part in keeping the workplace safe by complying with safety standard, rules, and regulation. Next is safety and health officer. Health and safety officer role is to prevent accident, injuries, and work-related illness in the workplace. They have a large number of duties to ensure that the workplace maintain high standard of safety and health. They must create and implement policies and procedure in accordance with current legislation. It is also their responsible to ensure that the policies and procedure are followed by all employees. All the employees that has been interviewed admit that they do not have safety and health officer. This is because the size of the factory and the company, which is only have 10 until 15 workers, cause that they do not think to hire any of safety and health officer. Next is safety incentive. As defined as the OSHA, a safety incentive program encourages a reward worker for reporting injuries, illness, near misses, reward, and thereby encourage worker involved in the safety and health management system. For Superbest Power Health Food and Beverage Syndrome Berhad Company, the employer always provides safety incentive to spice up their positive behavior among the worker by trade a food for their worker.
Here are some safety promotions that can be used by all of the small businesses to improve their safety and health condition. The company could invite a SHO, Safety and Health Officer, to conduct the training as they are competent in this program. Check whether the training has worked or not. For example, SH Dyer Enterprise does not appoint any safety health officer in the company. The owner itself, Mr. Swari, is in charge in handling safety and health of the workplace. Next, those companies could use labels and signs. Labels and signs are a cheap way
and effective to quickly communicate important information. They are usually simple and rely on pictures to detail hazards and proper procedures. It is the employer's responsibility to protect the employees and provide a safe workplace. So as employer, they must have a meeting with her employees to find out about the problem faced by the employees while doing the job. The context of the document should be followed from every employee to ensure safe work practice and safe decision from the management team. Considering to the Samudera Veterinary and Clinic Surgery, they does not have any safety policy. Yet, Dr. Hidayah, the owner of the clinic, should design one safety policy statement with her team to be used as guidelines. Should encourage workers participate in the program. Give the workers necessary time to adapt with the updates of the rules and regulations. The employer should done a two-way communication which asks for feedbacks to the workers and give freedom of speech on what extent do they understand the rules. The employer could provide employees with the right dress code to perform their work. Because of their work in hazardous environments, they need comfortable clothing that not only enables them to do their job effectively but also protects them from danger. Those companies encourages fire drilling twice a year. Fire drill help prepare employees to respond quickly, calmly and safely. Employees should give workers access to safety and information. The first step that the company should take is determine the tool that can be used to imitate the real situation of hazards. Then, prepare training plan by prioritize the training modules and make training schedule. Once the plan is developed, train the workers according to the train schedules. The company should invite SHO to conduct this training as they are competent in this program. And then the summary, SH Enterprise is the highest containing hazards compared to other small medium enterprise. This is due to the risk that the company involved in dangerous tools. Based on the hazard identifications, discussion on ways to reduce the hazard were made by recommendations based on the occupational safety and health structures. A strong safety culture should be practiced based on the Occupational Safety Health Act and also Department of Safety and Health